One, two. Welcome back to the show. Lady, how's things going over in the drummery world of Scotland, pal?
That's going all right, man. Just welcome to the show, but a quick shout out. Now, this is going to be cryptic, right? There's a guy out there, maybe watches the show. He's in a bit of he's in a bit of a kind of fangle in his current life for him, right? But however, he'll know who it is, and I'm hoping, wishing the best for him. It is Remembering Sunday on Sunday coming anyway.
Right.
So you know what? I'm thinking about you. Keep the head, and you'll get through it, my man.
Yep.
And another shout out again for Wally Laird,
Yep.
who has volunteered to help me with the dots. So
Oh, wow.
for the first time, so I wrote down
Yep.
the dots
Yep.
for the MSR. And then obviously I thought, do you know what? Ideally they'd look better on like a computerized
Software.
form, like drum editor or ensemble. Yep. I happened to get ensemble, right?
Mm-hmm.
And again, I can't tell MD where I got it from, but I managed
to not pay for
ensemble.
it. Yeah.
To get ensemble, kind of, somebody helped me with it. He knows who he is. I don't want to name him. He's a good guy. He's a him. Anyway, so he's helped me with it. So I was using ensemble. So it's the first time. So everybody knows that I'm not very techie. And I'm like, wow, I was going mental. And then I'd spent 3 hours and I'd lost the work that I'd done on it.
Oh, you would have been running around in circles.
Actually, they just bought me a new screen at the work, and I was actually going to put my fist right through it. Honestly, I was like, I can't believe I've not damaged or broken that screen. Oh. So I had to, obviously, sitting there fiddling about with the footering about, as you maybe say in Scottish, we footer about. So I was moving the mouse and trying to get things and phoning the guy up. What do you do with this? What do you do with that? And a guy that uses ensembles, Wally Laird, because he's a guy that said, you should maybe try ensemble.
Yep.
So I tried it. See, to be honest, 2 scores in, and I'm actually thinking, I'm not bad in this.
You getting it?
I'm all right. So
I know we talked about this on the last episode about our dyscalculia, right? And I've been
yes,
I've been diving into drum kit, sheet music. I'm trying to dissect all that and get my theory up to scratch and all that.
Yep.
And when you have dyscalculia, as we do, right, among other conditions, and you're trying to subdivide and work out all these spaces, and
I've got an answer for that. I've got an answer. Do you want to know the answer? Do you want to know the answer for that?
Go on, mate. What you got?
Right, don't worry about it. So this is what I've done, right? So basically, I think I've got the groups on the beat note correct. Right?
Yeah, all right. So you tackle those first.
Right. So I get my groups, and then I've got the groups, and then do you know what? See if it's a hemi, demi, semi quaver, or it's just a quaver, or it's a crotchet, or whatever. I don't really care. I've not got time for that.
Yeah.
I just want to get the actual physical representation of what I'm playing on paper. And somebody could look at it and go, oh, that's a flam triplet there, and that's that, and that's that. Because once I've learned it, with that bit of paper, it's gone in the bin.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I know people collect the music that they've got for the past years and all that kind of stuff. I get that. I'm not really one of the fans. Like, I don't collect drumsticks. But
your bin's always full, eh?
It's just get rid of it, man. Move on. But so the thing is the thing is that, so once they've learned it,
yeah,
that's them. They're not going to be cutting about with that bit of paper unless you specifically want to keep it for posterity.
This is like a high point of vulnerability. Me putting myself out to the world here, but like I'll look at something and say it's a 2/4, and I've got 2 half notes in there, and that's your bar, right? I can understand that. I get that, right? But now you ask.
Well, 2 half notes a minimum. Anyway,
so now you ask me and then you ask me to do it, and I'll just be like, it was in there, but it can't get out. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I think you can be slavish. Anyway, the moral of the story is Wally Laird was like to me. See, when I tell him on the phone, I says, that's just disappeared off my screen. I says, that's gone. I was trying to get it back because it said that the screen needed refresh the screen. Everyone went. I was raging, man. And believe this or believe this not, the following day, the same kind of thing happened. But bizarrely, I don't know how this works, but one of the columns, it asked me to go back to my work that I'd been working on before, and I got it. And I was like, oh my goodness, thank God. Because I was at the stage where I was just going to send out a picture of a tea-stained bit of paper with the dots on it. And I was going to go, do you know, it doesn't matter, just get it out. So there's that. So he says, I'll have a look at it for you. And I was like, right. So I'll send him the stuff tomorrow, and he'll probably phone me back up and take my drummer's license off me. He'll be like, what is this? Diary of a Madman. What is this?
Just words. Like,
you know what I mean? It's like, what language is this? I'll be like, anyway.
So we're getting somewhere. Well, to summarize, you're gonna have some music.
We're getting progress, aye.
Yeah,
it is progress. It's been hard for me because I'm actually turning on something that I've not done for a long while.
Yeah.
And so I know it's one of the things that, you know, it's a bit like being dead fat and having to go for a 25-mile run.
Oh,
do you know what I mean? It's like being overweight and out of condition.
Yeah.
And you're like, I can't be bought, put my trainers on now. I'm quite happy being
It's easier just not. It's easier just to not.
It's easier just not. Yeah. And that's what happens. And then obviously you fall out of that kind of thing. And then when you're broke straight, you're going, I've got to put my trainers, I've got to actually start doing this.
Exactly. So, but then in saying that, do you get that feeling when you're writing scores where it's kind of like you're itching a little nice place in your brain? Do you know what I mean? It's like you're kind of getting a bit of satisfaction from
it. It does, but it's here's my thing. Here's my worry, right? My worry is that you're trying to put things down to music and trying not to regurgitate the same stuff. And that's quite hard, right? That's quite hard. So
and you want to keep it interesting and
trying to keep it fresh and not, you played that in the last part, mate. What? You played that in the last bit.
Yeah.
Can you play that again? And then you're thinking, so there's all these things that are going on in your head as you're trying to do it.
Yeah.
And then, but you know what? It is what it is, and it's done, kind of thing. So the reel at the minute is kind of, I've got all the kind of plays that I want, but there's just certain wee bits that I just don't think are the way that I want them. So that the reels just still to get shown up. But apart from that, and then the pipe major, Norman Gillis, he's gave me a tune, and it's a great tune. But let me tell you something, it's going to be challenging to get the drum into this.
Oh.
Yep. But hey, do you know what I mean? Who am I to complain? Do you know what? It must be really difficult for the pipers to go to that book and just pull out a manuscript and go, oh, that'll be all right, we'll just play that.
That's something that's something I'm dealing with myself right now, lady. So I was extended an invite to a certain band in Wellington for the Nationals there. And I was looking at the music, and it's all, the titles of the music are all tunes that I'm very well acquainted with in my Gala Day band over here, right?
Yeah.
But they're entirely new scores. And I'm thinking, and it hit me at that point that the pipers are all just playing the exact same tune they would through every other band they've been through. And I've got to now get a whole thing in my head.
Completely different.
Different
style, different things, different everything.
And it's like, you know how if you know a tune, you hear the melody, then you can play it. You're like, yeah, okay, I've got that in me. It's second nature. But with drumming, you get to a point, I think when you encounter something like this, you can't rely on that anymore. You actually have to know the melody of the drum tune and then play that. That
listen, it makes perfect sense. What we need to do is get somebody like Kerr McCullen or Craig Laurie back on, because they're both in both camps as pipers and drummers.
Yeah.
So I'd be quite interested to get their take on this, because I'm really only looking at it for one side of the coin. And they've obviously got the advantage that they play both instruments. And I'd be interested to know what they're kind of... I mean, I can only see it as a massive advantage if you can play either or, both the instruments. That is a massive plus. So right away, you kind of know what's best delivered for the pipe core.
But surely it's a disadvantage to have the melody in your head and the pipe scores, but then have two drum scores that you could attach to it.
Nah, I don't. I think the advantage is that you should. I mean, apart from certain phrases, certain embellishments, because pipers do what we do, they can take embellishments out
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
reflect the core,
Yeah.
right?
True. Yeah.
They can change. So if you actually listen, if you listen to certain tunes getting played at certain levels of pipe bands, right, they'll doctor their dots, pipers,
Mm.
and they'll rephrase it so it's a wee bit better for the kind of unison of the pipe core to make
Mm.
it sound better, because some of the pipers that they're taking with them aren't up to the scratch to do that, to play
Yeah.
that variation. So there is that.
Okay, so there's a bit of,
There's a you've got to take that into consideration.
but
That's not
it's just the if you imagine your brain as a filing system, as
no,
a
I
filing
don't.
cabinet, it's like it's overflowing now at this point. For me already, I'm at capacity here.
The mental picture in my brain, right, is like one of the waste paper baskets, right, that's
This is
overflowing with like
scrunched up like
some cans and a
drumsticks.
half eaten apple core, right, bits of toilet paper or handkerchiefs or something like that. Some just general rubbish,
Yeah,
or just spewing out the side of the bin, and
and
you'd
you're
be like,
constantly just trying to rifle through it. Like, this
"Who's
is a good
who
one.
seeds that? Whose head is that?" Right. Anyway, so
You mentioned a couple of big names there before with Kerr McClellan and Craig Laurie, but I think there's another big name we got on here tonight, haven't we?
well, on the show tonight, well, just before I introduce or mention this guy, the quick one I'd like to say is the Scottish Veterans Band, our band, is going to get a Facebook page made, and that's going to come. So we should see social media presence with the band. I've just got the bass drummer. He was round visiting me at my work a couple of days ago, Fraser. So a big shout out to him. And he's a top bloke. So I'm looking forward to him coming to the core. And then the last thing is the Livy Invitational is on the 22nd of this month. So I'm lucky. I've got my ticket, and I know they're like hen's teeth. So I'm really looking forward to it, because I've never been to it before. I've seen clips, etc., etc., but it looks like an absolute banger. So
Is this your first time going to that, or
it's my first time? I was meant to go there. Remember, I was meant to go a couple of years ago, or a year ago, or something.
Yeah. I mean,
And I was like,
about.
I was in Belfast, and there was a drama with the flight or something in the morning. I couldn't get back in time to get to it. So, that was a poor show by me. But unfortunately, that's the way the big ball bounces. I'm looking forward to this.
No excuses this time. You'll be there.
No excuse, no. And by the way, Jim Baxter, the guy that organises it, I asked him what time, and he's like, 12:30. Wait for this, 12:30. Full stop. Sharp. I'm like, noted. I'll be there. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. And Liam's coming with me, by the way, I think.
Oh, yes.
He's meant to be doing a bit of kind of, so he'll be there with the kind of gimbal, taking
Nice.
some photographs and pictures and all that. And so hopefully we can get something out of that. So if you see us there, unless your name's Dan Brown, right? Or the magician boy, also plays drums.
Yeah.
Right? Unless you're that guy, you cannot come up and talk to me. But apart from him, he keeps dodging me for a pint. Maybe he will get me a pint at this thing.
That'd be a good way to approach you.
That was the guy that blew out in New York, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Coming out for a pint? No.
Never really forget something like that, eh?
That's honestly, I'll go to my grave. Right.
So we're doing the big reveal here. I mean, we always do these big reveals of the guest name, but like we put it in the title of the show.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's like there's the big reveal's this, right? So Russell Esler, as you know, right? Creator of the Rogue Pad, was on the show. I don't know, was it last year? It feels like ages ago.
Well, it's been in the same season.
He's been on the show a while ago, and we were talking about the Rogue Pad, etc., blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. However, fortune favours the brave. He's designed a new pad. I don't know much about it, but I know that the difference is in the way that the pad and the stand works and operates and all that. But I'm sure he'll be able to tell us more about it.
Well, let's get an expert on. Let's welcome Russell Esler to the show.
Russell, on you come.
Welcome back to the show, Russell Esler. Twice in one season, mate. Frequent flyer points.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Russell's going to be like kind of getting credits at the end of the show now. You know what I mean?
Like, major contributor.
Russell Esler, the producer or something like
that. Yeah, no, thanks for having me on again, guys. I really
welcome.
you're always welcome to come on, but obviously coming on twice in one season, this is for a special sort of reason. You've got a bit of news here yourself.
I do indeed. I do indeed. I've changed a little bit of the Rogue pad that I was on talking about the last time.
Yeah.
So you've been a busy boy.
Yes. So basically, what was happening before with some of the older generation Rogue pads is some of them were coming back, and I was getting them fixed because the plastic on the underside was coming away when people were putting it onto a stand.
Right.
Oh.
So what I decided to do was completely eliminate the whole screw thing as far as the pad goes. So I have brought out. I am bringing out.
Right, let's see it.
This is the red magnet.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And then what happens is I've brought the top half of a stand here, and that attaches onto the stand, just screws on.
My goodness.
Right.
I see what's happening.
And then the new version of the Rogue pad, which is this.
I'm liking that.
Look at it.
I'm liking the colour scheme there. It's popping.
Yeah.
It pops right out. I like that. Like it a lot.
Good.
That is hot.
Good. Thank you. Yeah. So
It's
basically
good.
what happens is bottom of the stand, onto the pad. There you go.
Turn it upside down. Turn it upside down.
Turn it sideways. Put it sideways.
Yeah.
It's a magic shift.
Solid.
Yeah, and it's easy enough just to pull off.
Right.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So you can be chopping up flams and paradiddles just as hard as you like, just smacking that pad, and it's not gonna
budge. Not gonna budge. I've given it to some real hard hitters, and it won't move.
Wait a minute. You've not gave it to me, and I'll tell you what. I'm a mega hard. Absolutely. Well, some people would sometimes say that I should maybe be in a different kind of band. I've been told that a few times.
Right, okay.
You know what I mean? One of their bands.
Ladies hard hitting comes when
think about Lark Cole kind of bands.
He
anyway,
forgets the innocent part, and he's like smacking the pad.
So, here's a question, right? So it's a magnet fitting.
Yep.
The first question I'm going to ask is a dad, right? Because all dads are skinflints, really. A really good dad should be like really a skinflint. I want to know if I'm buying my way in that pad stand and pad, but he's got another pad that screws on, right?
Yep.
Onto a pad stand. Are they compatible? Are the parts interchangeable, as they would say in the military?
Yes. So the magnet has an 8mm thread, just like almost as far as I've came across, almost all drum pad stands or drum stands for that matter. So yeah, absolutely compatible.
Yes.
How long did it take you to sit there and go like that? Do you know what that pad needs? It needs a magnet. Do you know what I mean?
So,
when did you go like that? I've made all the pads, right? And then you're like that, and then obviously you've been given the problem, folks say they're over screwing them or whatever, and then you've got that issue. But then you're like that. When did you go like that? In the bath, you're sitting there going like that. Do you know what? I'll tell you what would work with that.
One day,
a bloody magnet.
One day, Russell was out just like mining for rare earth minerals, and he's like, "Oh, I've got it."
Yeah.
How did it come about? How did you think about it?
So I just, to be honest, when I first designed the Rogue pad, right at the start, that was the initial idea, and and a friend of mine at the time, he actually talked me out of it. He said, and I got a few horror story possibilities with it, where if in order for it to sit static when someone's playing it, it would need to be really, really strong, and there's a chance that the cost was one thing, and then the other thing was the safety of it, because if a user was to put it on and then trap the finger or something like that.
Right. Did you get a risk assessment done and all that?
Yeah. Yeah,
Like with the bank manager, I'm inventing this, and he's like, "Oh, Russell, have you got a risk assessment with that?" Well, I don't know if I can give you the line of the tenner. You know what I mean? One of the ones.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. So at the time I just thought, no, we'll stick with the standard thread to go onto the stand. But then when people were coming to me saying that they've over tightened, I then went back to the company that I get the base of the pad made, and I spoke to them, and they said, well, the reason is because the plastic isn't as strong as the steel stands, so it's going to come away. So the thought came back to me. So I went to a few suppliers, magnet suppliers, and just thought I'd test a few things. And true enough, the horror stories, one of them came true, and nearly trapped my own finger. And it was quite a strong magnet. But then I managed to find one that was solid enough where it wouldn't move, but it was easy. It's easy enough to just peel off the stand.
So you're out there putting your life on the line, sticking your fingers between magnets, trying to find the best product for our
trying to disrupt your drumming career. You're like flat fingers.
Yeah.
So for everybody's benefit.
Yeah. So that's how it came about, and kind of looking back. I mean, hindsight's wonderful and all that. Looking back, I maybe should have just stuck with my guns in the first place and just done a bit more research. But I'm glad I've done it now.
V2.
Question. You know what my next question is, right? Because you know what I'm like. Much.
Cost. Yeah.
Much.
So the pad is still the same.
Yep.
Right. So the pad comes in at 83.
Yep.
And the magnet is £7.
Oh yeah, that's all right, isn't it?
That's all right.
That's all right. That's livable. So you know that the Scottish veterans, we've already asked you to give us invoice. We want them, right? We want the pads and stand and all. We want that as the thing for us. Mm-hmm. But I do like the pad. But I was saying this to other people, right? I mean, ask any drummer, right? Every drummer's got about 5-6 pads in the house. Mm-hmm. Oh, I like this pad. I like the Vader pad. I like that pad. I like Jim's pad. I like this. So everybody's got different pads. And to be honest with you, right? So see, this last week or something like that, I've got that wee Go pad at my desk, right? I've been rattling on that. And I actually used the Flam 5 pad as well. But I know this just sounds mental, right? But I like it when it's propped up against something. And it gives it that kind of hollow resonance sound. I don't know. Okay. Do you know what I mean? So like,
yes,
you get the pad, it's flat against the table, but then if you put something like a rubber underneath it, it gives it this kind of wee pop, like a popping sound.
Yes.
Like anyway.
Yes. I really like that with the Hugh Cameron pads. If you put it up,
right, another classic pad. So what I'm saying is if you're a drummer, I personally believe you could probably have a drum pad for every day of the week. Yeah. It's just whatever kind of, I don't know, whatever your notion is. What I would say about your pad that I really like, I can hardly wait till the core gets them, and we're practicing as a core with that pad and getting that kind of sound. I'm looking forward to that. That's
as
what
long
I want.
as it's all together. That's
as long as there's no tatties falling down the stair, you're like, what? Who's these guys? But, there's another product I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
The bag.
The backpack.
Oh, the backpack. Right. Yep.
Right. I can't remember who I was talking to. I said something to somebody, or I said something online. I can't remember what it was, right?
No.
It was like the last time I carried a bag like that, I thought I was like maybe busy in the army somewhere, a wee bit kind of kinetic, right? And I was like that. However, the flip side of that means it must be robust. Because I was like, that looks pretty. And another good guy he's not been on the show yet, is a boy called Rab McCutcheon, used to be the senior drum major. He's got one.
Yeah.
And I managed to have a wee kind of touchy feel of the said backpack. Much are they, Russell? Much are they? £60. See, to be honest, I'll be honest with you, right? You know I don't like spending money. But what I was going to say is, A normal, like, kind of day sack of any worth is going to be round about that price.
Yep.
So,
So
I'll give you that.
Russell, I'm over here in the colonies, right? So I've not seen one of these bags. So do you mind describing to me what's the
Have you got it there? You bet you've not got it
What's
there.
the drum pad bit? What's the bit that makes it a drummery kind of bag?
Right, I can literally go grab one right now, and I
Go
can
and grab
explain
it.
it to you.
Go for it.
Go and grab it. Get it.
Okay,
Get
give
it
me
now,
just a
Russell.
second.
Get it now.
Here he is. He's back.
Right, I'm back.
It's just like Blue Peter. Here's one he's made earlier.
So yeah, this is the backpack itself. Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
And I did basically with this. What I thought was, because again, being a drummer, I have every pad in the world, and I also have every backpack for drums, for drumming equipment.
They go well together.
Yeah, they do. And I was struggling to find, and also going to band practice, finding something that was going to accommodate everything that we need, whether it's sticks, pads, stands, music, all that kind of stuff. So, well, to my knowledge, there wasn't really anything else out there that would cater everything. So I designed this, and the front pocket is for your drum keys, your markers and things like that. If you need to adjust music, the front pouch here actually has a bit of padding on the front, and this I designed it so that it would fit a rogue pad,
right?
Yes,
and protect the rogue pad. So so the rogue pad will just sit in this pouch.
Like quite the thing there. Scheme. Red and black. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. And then the middle pocket, I'll just do it under these
fully
clips,
loaded.
Sorry.
This one's in use.
This is my teaching bag. So it has all your music folders that you need, and then at the back of it, there's a stick compartment as well.
Oh yes.
That can hold. I actually don't know how many pairs of sticks it can hold. Probably about 15 pairs if need be.
Right.
And then in the back, there's another back pouch here, and that's got a couple of netted pouches in here. If you take this to a contest and you want to put your cape in it, and it's still kind of breathable. And this part here was designed so that it can hold a drum pad stand. So then it has everything, and then on the outside where this red padding is, that is actually also a laptop holder or an iPad holder.
Oh,
this is not just.
Russell, wait! I want to see the straps. I'm an infanteer. I want to see what the straps look like on the actual thing. Aye. They're quite good. They're quite. What kind of width's that? What kind of width's that? About 4
I would
inches
say
or something?
about 3 inches. Definitely 3.
That's fine.
Closer to 4.
So joy to carry as well.
So everybody out there knows what I want for Christmas now.
Aye. The thing is,
you know I'm looking at Christmas. I don't want to say the word too much because we all know what we think about Christmas, right? But it's psychologically draining on me and financially. But that event that's around the corner, everybody knows what I'm looking at.
That bag is, I mean, it's a pipe band design kind of. It's originated from this kind of place, but really, that's for all drumming all around. Like, if you're an orchestral drummer, you're carrying mallets, you're carrying all this different stuff.
That's true.
Drum kit. It has to. This can't be a secret anymore. This bag has to.
You could probably get your bass pedal in there as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
bass pedal on one of the things, and
I mean, I haven't tried, but I would definitely. I'll be definitely confident saying it would fit that for sure.
It's the drum bag, isn't it?
I wonder if I can get my sponsors to pay for the bags as well. I don't think so,
right.
But I'll ask. I'll be naked. I'll wait till they're bedded in a wee bit and about that. Oh, but we need the bags to move their stuff about, no. So I don't know.
I got that feeling in me now. I'm about to drop some cash, eh? So,
Right.
Let that be a lesson to people out there. They want to join the Scottish Veterans Drum Corps if they're drummers, because that's my focus.
You're
Getting
getting
kit
kit.
for the guys.
You're
I'm
getting
getting
kit.
kit for the guys, man.
Yeah.
Getting kit.
Yeah, it's going well.
Russell, apart from being an innovator and product designer extraordinaire, you're still drumming, aren't you? You're still with Inverary and you're still cutting about and learning scores for the upcoming 2026.
Yes, yeah. It's yeah. We just started back last week, and
All right.
yeah, straight away it's full on.
Okay.
We're also doing a concert in Chicago in June. So we've got a lot of material to go over.
Wow.
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Me and Jason always go like, oh, we should go to Winter Storm. Oh, we should go to this. We should go to that. We're never going. We're never going anywhere. Not unless I slip into one of the day sacks. You know,
Right.
your wee bag.
You got a pocket for later.
Squeeze my sail into that.
Yeah. No, so it's pretty full on again.
So talking about bands. Sorry, Jace. Talk about bands, right? You know the talk of the steamy about the capped number. So they want to cap numbers in grade 1.
You heard about this juicy news there, Russell?
I have not heard this.
So basically what they're talking about in the pipe band, was it the Pipes and Drums magazine, they're talking about, obviously they want to kind of enforce the amount of numbers of people that the grade 1 band can register.
Right.
Obviously the design or the thought process is that it would encourage the guys that are obviously not making the cut on that number, that they would then obviously go to other bands. I don't know, do you have a take on this? Have you got a thought process? Are you trying to stay in the middle?
Almost like the demise of sort of grade 2 is like on the verge here.
I'll come right out and shoot for the hip, right?
Okay.
I don't like big government telling people what to do, right? So I don't like the idea that, look, if you're a band, right, and you're a drummer, and you're like, I'm always wanting to aspire to play with Inverary, I always want to aspire to play shots or something like that, right? And you've got this band, better put in some Lawrence O'Toole there as well. There's a big man will chase me down. So
you don't want that.
I don't want that. So one of the chords, right, and you're like that, right? So as a young guy, you're like that. That's where I want to be, right? And then eventually, obviously, the lead tip, she's like, you can come up and try and eventually fit in, type thing. So my jury's out. I understand that obviously grade 2 bands and we've seen the demise of Clos Celt that's just went not long ago.
Yeah.
And I understand that obviously there's the thought process that the grade 1 bands, particularly like the numbers, creates this kind of vortex that kind of hoovers people for other bands. But I don't necessarily subscribe that that's going to be, if they cap the number, say, right, you're only allowed to play with X amount of side drummers. I don't necessarily think that means that the side drummers that are capped that get on and the other ones that don't get in the band are going to go, do you know what, I'm going to go and play with Scots Veterans, for instance. I don't think that's necessarily going to happen. But I don't know. I mean, I can see the thought process, but I just generally think that by trying to
as somewhat of an outsider, right? Is there no cap at all currently? There's you have a minimum, but there's you can have
how
many drummers is Shots got at the now, or how many side drummers I should say is Shots looking at the now?
Shots? Oh, I have no idea.
I know it's double digits. I know some like mental, like some like 14 or something. Like somebody was saying.
All right.
So how many yous got in Inverary, the backlink?
That's a good question. Because when I show up,
approximately doesn't need to be dead on, roughly.
Maybe 12 or 13 or something like that.
Right. So there you go. So big is beautiful, right? And
sure.
I kind of get it, right? You don't want to be in a wee core, you want to be in a big core.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know whether this is. I don't know whether it's going to be a good thing if they enforce that, where it's like, oh no, you're going to be capped at say 10. I don't necessarily think it's going to overspill into the 2 or 3 guys that are no longer able to register if they get to go and say, right, we're away to Scots Veterans. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think they'll be like, no, you're all right.
Yeah.
I'll just wait. Or, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm the same. I understand the thought behind it, but I don't. For me personally, if I was told I couldn't play in a band that I wanted to go and play in,
yeah,
because of numbers, I don't know necessarily if I would want to just go and just join another band.
well,
Especially because
you'd obviously come to Scots Veterans. You'd be like, right, automatic.
yeah,
automatic.
Definitely with the backpack. But yeah, because at the end of the day, as much as we treat it more seriously, at the end of the day, it is a hobby, and we don't get paid to play. So, personally, if I was told I could no longer play, but I could join another band, but it wasn't one that I necessarily wanted to join, I don't think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I would want to go and play then.
I just think it's a bit. It's just a bit of an anticlimax. I mean, obviously, you're one of the most kind of prolific drum corps in the pipe band world, and if for whatever reason, you've made it to that benchmark, and
you can get in,
like you say, it's not paid. It's like your own personal. It's been your own personal journey, and then somebody's like, "Oh, we can't take you." Well, can't take you. Just not enough numbers. Just too many numbers.
And then you'd have to go and meet a whole new group of people, drive to a whole new location, learn all these new.
And then you go to a band with no patter and listen to everyone have to fake
that's
laugh
those little
at their jokes and all.
No. Yeah, and I guess maybe the other side of it is that there's been talk recently of bands trying to evolve like what we do and stuff like that, and before years and years ago, that like the numbers, like piping and drumming numbers in a band was really small compared to what it is now. So I think it's just part of like with the bigger numbers. I think it could be just where pipe bands are going, and so putting a cap on that, I don't know.
Progress,
potentially. So I don't know if it's I don't know if that would be the right move. But again, who am I?
Is it a point
I just hit drum pads all day.
And is it a point of strength that a pipe band can walk out with 13, 15 guys, and that's now creating a sort of wall of sound? Like that is almost an aspect of the music in itself, that of the size of the drum corps, I mean, obviously you got everybody playing together and all those things, but actually having 15 people is going to create another level of sound, like another texture.
Yeah, I mean it could. And there's nothing. I mean, just thinking outside the box here, there's nothing to suggest that we couldn't have slightly different tuned drums on the sides if it was going to vary up a little bit.
That's a whole new ball game, eh?
Yeah.
I've got a question for you. It's a whole new ball game, which is back to your pad. Is red and black the only colours, or are you doing other colours?
Red and black. I have thought about going down the different coloured route, and personally, I like to keep everything. Like, this is part of my OCD talking here, but I like to keep everything uniform.
Well, I was going to say, because it's like it becomes instant branding. We've mentioned Flam 5. Love their branding, by the way. I think their branding's slick, right? The graphics and all, right? So and I always say that it's just like they've really kind of nailed that sort of, I don't know, that thing that you can't describe. Do you know what I mean? Like what makes a pair of Adidas trainers good or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's like the branding. And I get that where you like it's red and black. That's what it is. It's synonymous with the kind of brand. It's red and black. Russell Esler, drumming, red. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah. So I did think about it, and I do think it's it's a fun avenue to go down. But for me, I'm quite a stickler for keeping everyone the same.
And like different sport team ones and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want a leopard skin one.
Camo.
Wait a minute. That might work. MTP. Multi-terrain pattern. Nah, when you drop it in the park and you wouldn't be able to fun it.
Yeah, well,
that's true. Still looking for my pad. I like it. Still looking for it.
Yeah.
Not if you got that bag on.
I think it's just I think it has to be the same.
I like that.
Yeah.
The man knows what he wants. And that's why you're out there.
I've got a question. Are you going? When's the next place? Are you going to go anywhere and try and kind of I don't know, sell it like like people go to events or something like that. So like, were you at the rudimental drumming thing? I don't know if you were.
I went on the Saturday morning. Yes. Yeah.
See, I couldn't go. I was away to Cyprus, but on the Friday I went. But that's what I mean. Are you going to? Is there anything coming up that you're going to be at that people can maybe see you?
Yeah, well, there's a potential competition coming up around February time that I might have a stall at.
All right.
But other than that, the plan as of right now, there'll be a stall at the Worlds again, 2026, and it'll be both days, the Friday and the Saturday this time.
Superb.
Oh, I like Friday.
And if people can't wait, how do they get it from you?
They can go onto the website, which is russellesler.com, or if they just want to send me a message and we can sort it out.
Nice.
Superb.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, Russell, I'd just like to say thanks very much for coming on and sharing the bounty that you have.
Thank you very much for having me.
I can only get my hands on it, honestly.
We love your stuff, honestly, and you can't have too many rogue pads. That's what I always say.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that it's definitely one of the favourites. One that we went for the core, and I just think, it's good. So if you've got a spare bit of change, it is. I'll be honest, right? So it is expensive, but
it's quality.
But see, to be honest with you, let's face it. Once you buy it, you're going to have it for a good while.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Well, hopefully. Yeah.
Take the bite. Aye.
Yeah. So I mean, the original one that I made that I still use that for teaching with. Like that's still I'm still unable to break that.
I've got to be honest with you. I dropped mine a few times, and it's just so solid.
Right.
I think I don't know if I told you this last time, but I think I almost broke my toe with it. I dropped it from such a height.
Well, look, shoot, there's a shoe coming in. Russell, did you hear that? You just slid that in there. Oh, and I nearly broke my toe.
Did I say almost? It actually had like a wee rebound, like it actually like flexes and it's safe, isn't it?
Well,
excellent.
Thanks very much. Thanks for coming on the show. Hopefully it goes onwards and upwards for you. I think it's a good product. And
love hearing from you, mate.
I think it a big enough advert, Russell. So, are you going to the Live Invitational?
No, I'm working, unfortunately.
I was just saying that before you. I was just talking about that before you came on. I was like, Russ, the Live Invitational. There's a guy called Darren Brown. Do you know that guy? So he's ducked out for buying me a cup. Right, so he's ducked out buying me a couple of pints. But I'm hoping that naively he turns up at the Live Invitational and I'll be able to corner them at the bar. The bar, right? You can't go anywhere now. You've got to get me the pint. You know what I mean?
Do it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you corner him, he'll get you a drink for sure.
I hope so. Right. Thanks very much, Russell.
Thank you very much, guys. Really good to see you both. Thank you.
Yeah, 100%.
Thanks,
Catch you, pal.